Diane. All right, much of the U.S. has been under a heat advisory all week. Here in Alabama, we've exceeded a heat index of 100 much of the week. Going to get really close to that today. That's resulted in a dramatic increase of reports of heat-related issues like dehydration. Dr. John Lax is a professor at UAB and board-certified sports medicine physician. Appreciate you spending some time with us to kind of clear some things up. All right. So first of all, with what you see, what is the most common mistake people make when the temperatures get as hot as we're seeing this week?
Right. Well, I think the biggest mistake that I see is people not planning ahead. So it's no surprise that it's warm in Alabama at the moment. So we need to be thinking ahead. If we're going to be planning on doing some yard work, if we're going to be thinking about being outside for a while, maybe out at the ball field with kids and things, we need to start preparing for that from a hydration standpoint, at least a couple hours ahead of time, and trying to get the tank full before we get out there.
Yeah, a football coach told Michael Haynes once that tomorrow's hydration starts today.
That's right.
That's a pretty good rule of thumb, I guess?
Absolutely it is. Yeah, we see this compounding effect of day after day. Maybe you get a little bit behind from the day before, and then we add on to it the next day. So.
Now you provided some really clear reminders of what we should be avoiding in terms of dehydration. Just kind of go through this list. First up on the list, hydrate before you go outside.
That's right, yes. So if we hydrate before we go outside, again, 2 to 4 hours at least ahead of time, thinking about maybe about a 16-ounce bottle of water before that time would be really appropriate. After that, really want to start thinking about avoiding, making water your primary source of hydration. Right. So in particular, a lot of folks feel like they need to pump a lot of electrolytes. And I think it's really important to understand that the electrolytes can be helpful, but after we've been primarily exercising for more than an hour. So let's focus on getting those electrolytes from our food. It's a concept called food first strategy for electrolytes. So
what foods would provide electrolytes?
Absolutely. Think of those things that look like they came out of the earth, right? So stuff that is minimally processed, things that look like whole foods, whole fruits, whole vegetables. In particular, think about those things that are really high in water content. So maybe watermelon, things along those lines.
All right. You hear so much, and it's confusing to me. One of the reasons I wanted to have you in. So who does need to be getting the electrolytes, through water or something?
Great question. So from the sports medicine side of things, we really think about people who are exercising for longer than an hour. That's when you have probably burned enough electrolytes or sweated enough of your electrolytes out to truly need to replace them. For most of us, if we're going to be outside working in the garden for 30 minutes or so, the best repletion is water, and that's where we should stay.
And the sodium content is a red flag for you. Sometimes it's really high in those drinks.
It is. A lot of people in our community have heart problems, blood pressure problems. The sodium content can be really high, and unless you're actually losing that salt, then now all we're doing is increasing your total daily sodium amount, and that can start to become a risk for people.
So when in doubt, regular water.
Stick with water and real food.
Yeah, real water, real food. we overcomplicate things, don't we?
Yes, sir.
All right, back to water and food. Dr. John Lax, it's great to see you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thanks so much. He's headed from here to the police and fire game.
That's right.
Yeah, you've got a busy few hours.
We'll see everybody out there.
Krista McIntosh, is she going to hop on that bike? She's at the police and fire games as we head to break. Out there at the Hoover Met. Is she about to take off?
Yes, she is.
She's got places to go.